Shiny Ribs, Garrett T. Caps, Walker Lukens. The first mayor was my ninth great grandfather.
No.
In 1731.
Really?
Yeah, so we skipped our graduation. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
All right. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Everybody Gets 15 Minutes here at Waterloo Records in Austin, Texas. A quick conversation with some of our favorite acts we have the privilege of hosting live in store right here on our own stage. I'm Gus Ochoa, and this is Nick Garza.
Hey, Gus.
Hey, welcome to Waterloo Records.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we know each other a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You've been in before, but have you played the shop?
Never.
Not even the old, not even the Six on the Mar.
No. I've just been a fan.
I love that. What do you think of the new place? I've been asking everybody who comes in.
I think it's great. I mean,
yeah,
it's definitely a nice, clean setup. It seems like it's going to sound really good up there.
Yeah, I'm, again, I always give shout outs on this, but Allie, our engineer, will be very stoked to hear that. They've worked very hard to adapt to this new space and make it, all it can be. That's awesome. So you're from San Antonio.
Originally,
native. Yeah. How'd you find your way to Austin?
UT. I went to school here.
Really?
Yeah. And
okay.
Stuck around like, so many
sure.
over the years. Yeah. Stuck around. My senior year at UT, me and a gal entered a songwriting competition for Kerrville Folk Festival. We won. And we got to go play there, so we skipped our graduation.
Wait, so you entered as a duo?
Yeah, I don't know how we were able to do that, but, I wrote songs. I think she wrote one. And it was a university songwriter competition around Texas.
Okay.
So there was a specific showcase at the Kerrville Folk Festival for university songwriters. And we played at the Cactus Cafe.
Oh, man, I love the Cactus.
We were, nominated to go to Kerrville. And so it turns out the exact same day and time I was supposed to be, crossing the stage at UT, I was at Kerrville playing. So it was a lot of fun.
But you do have the diploma, right?
I do. Yeah.
Well, I want to take it back a little bit to San Antonio roots a little bit. I mean, I love San Antonio. It's a beautiful city, and I feel like a little bit underrated maybe here in Austin. Even my girlfriend and I have gone to visit. And I mean, when I was a kid, it was all about the zoo, like that's why I would go. But you come from a musical family.
I do.
Okay. So your mom, your father, your grandmother, yeah. I read you're a 13th generation. Is that right? Or am I getting that wrong?
No, you're right. Technically, Texas changed shape over the years, but
sure.
I've had folks in this area since the mid 1600s. The first current outline of Texas would be the 1690s. So going back to San Antonio, the first mayor was my ninth great grandfather.
No.
In 1731.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There was 16 families from the Canary Islands came over and famously settled San Antonio and made it a civilian kind of location. And I could talk all day about Texas history.
No,
I've got really deep roots.
No.
And the German side and the Alamo.
Yeah. Same for me. German, Spanish, Mexican.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I love about Texas, to be honest. If you don't have to scratch the surface too much to get to somewhere else, basically. That's amazing, man. Holy moly, 13th generation Texan. But I'm also glad you made it from San Antonio to Austin to be with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the reason we're here today is Nick Garza's Get Along. You've got this EP that just came out with these three fantastic songs, Silver to Hold, Remembrance Waltz, and Let's Ride Once More. I'm going to hold it up there so you can see it, but we've also got it there in front of Nick. If you're watching, I love this EP. I think it's great.
Well,
it's been getting me through in some ways since I knew that this was booked and we were going to have this talk. I like to listen to music from everybody. Obviously, I want to be well informed before we go into these conversations. But this one, particularly, Let's Ride Once More, that lyric with a smile on our face, let tomorrow go. Man, that's been getting me through.
Oh, well, thank you.
And setting me free. Seriously.
Yeah. I'm glad it's speaking to you.
It's beautiful. And I want to talk about these tunes. So the other tunes also, I just wanted to say that up front that Let's Ride Once More is definitely one that you should check out, people, and spin quite a bit. Andrew Blanton of Quality Americana, he opened his review about this with Nick Garza brings us a way too short EP with all the desert country gold you'd expect from the hill country songwriters. So he's right. I want more. Is there a full length coming at some point?
At some point, yeah.
Okay.
I've got a whole collection of songs that I am currently putting together. Got some demos going, and hopefully I'll have a full length for you soon.
Yeah. Will it include these tunes?
I would assume so. I think these deserve to be on a record.
I mean,
full length, yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Again, the cover's beautiful. It's very indicative of the sound you're going to get when you buy this 7-inch, by the way, that we have here at Waterloo. So as far as your sound goes, we've been talking a little bit about, obviously, the EP. You've been described as, and I've been alluding to how it sounds basically, but Tex-eclectic. is what I've seen a bunch of. Talk me through that. I mean, like, what does that mean to you?
Sure. Yeah. Being from San Antonio, being of, Spanish, Mexican, German heritage, and just being around those sounds.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of, Tex-Mex Tejano mixed into my sound. Some, like in previous releases, definitely heavily into that. But I would say that partnered with an older country and Western aesthetic. It's kind of why I guess I originally called it Tex-eclectic music. I didn't want to say it was honky tonk or straight up Tejano. It's an amalgamation, and I'm still discovering what it means. I think I lean into the older, more Western side of country, I would probably say.
I love that. Also, you're just like creating a genre out of midair. Tex-eclectic.
Hey.
I think it's fantastic.
Well,
I love that. And I've said it before on the show, like I love, when you can't pin an artist down kind of thing. Like it's like, oh, they're this or they're that. I mean, it's very representative of everything you're talking about, like, in your history of who you are kind of thing, which is beautiful. So I hear some Willie in your guitar playing, and man, I mean, let me tell you, Willie is one of my favorite guitar players.
He's the best.
I'm so happy I get a platform to be able to talk about his guitar playing, because I feel like people don't talk about that a lot. And I think that, I mean it, he's one of my favorites.
Oh, he's an incredible guitar player.
Yeah. I mean, he's
incredible.
Yeah. Aside from being one of my favorite songwriters of all time, for sure. I mean, it's just him, like when he plays, like I love that. It's just like him coming through the guitar. I mean, so have you heard that comparison before? Like with Willie?
I heard, somebody left a comment on a video of mine. I actually put out a music video for Silver to Hold. Somebody said it's like Willie on nitrous, meaning like,
wow.
Would lower your voice.
Oh, wow.
It's like, he's definitely, I think the North Star for me in terms of songwriter. I'm not trying to be him. Can't shake his influence in just this town or what I listen to. I don't know.
Right. And again, like, I don't get that impression at all. Like, but I definitely, I don't know, I can feel the influence coming through. And I think that's a lovely thing when songwriters are able to, like, Evan Charles was on here talking about it, like how, you take something in and something else comes out, but it's like obvious that, like you're drawing from certain places.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, like, that's just creativity in general, right? You're taking two things that exist and then you put them together in your own way.
Yeah.
And like you are that one thing and what you listen to is that other thing. And then you figure out, the third thing, which is your music. Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of the artists have come through here as well. It's like, they're so individual. I don't know, being born and raised in Austin, it makes me really happy to be a part of that community of people who have something to say and have like a way to say it. And I think you're absolutely at the forefront of that in my mind. Let's talk a little bit more about Tex-eclectic. Like, how did you settle on developing a sound? Because I think that, like, when you're younger, like I had an idea of what I wanted to be when I was younger, right? Like I wanted to be this kind of musician or be in a band that looks like this or sounds like this or whatever. You're in front of the mirror, like, playing guitar. We were talking about that the other day. Cory and I, Cory.
Practice. Yeah. I know Cory.
So like, how do you end up here? I guess, how did you settle on, that's the sound that I'm sort of going with?
I think, settle is a strong word because I'm still not settled. I don't think I will ever be one thing.
Fair.
This project, Garza's Get Along, I started messing with around 2019, so right prior to the pandemic. And I was just listening to a lot of Western Swing and Willie and Tex Maniacs and Texas Tornadoes, and allowed myself to finally write in that style because I'd been more folkier in the past. And old time, I play banjo as well. I don't know. It spoke to me. The idea, that cliche saying of what country is three chords and the truth. I was like, oh, this is a genre that allows me to focus on writing lyrics that are thoughtful, clever. You can be funny, and not try to reinvent a whole new genre while doing it. Where I feel like, and that allowed me to write quicker. Not that I write quickly, but it just allowed me to produce more and freed myself up from this notion of, I have to create something that's completely outside of the box for anyone to care. I think in the folk and country and Western and blues traditions, there are similar familiar sounds that you could tweak and you make them your own, but it's still well within this body of a genre. And you're still applauded for it and you're still listened to. And so I really liked that angle of it. And so for me, Tex-eclectic was, I'm very, very proud of my Texas heritage, and the music I had been listening to is pretty Texas dominant. Like, granted, I love all sorts of music, but I just was like, how do I describe this? If I don't want to be honky tonk, I don't want to be straight up country, or so Tex-eclectic it was. Whatever it is now, I don't know.
Right.
I'll let my critics make that up.
There you go. And I'm sure that they'll say what they will. I'm glad you pointed me in the right direction on that word settle, because I think that's, as artists, that's, you're kind of always in motion.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Kind of always moving. I love that. So you mentioned Tex Maniacs. Let's take Tex Maniacs.
Yeah.
Augie Myers, you've worked with as well. You've worked with both of those. Like, who's been your favorite? I mean, am I going to put you in a weird spot for you to call somebody out?
No, they're both great. And so they're kind of a package deal. They play together a lot. And when I recorded with them, Flaco Jimenez was still around. And so seeing them play live with Flaco and Augie, kind of reprising. Yeah, it was awesome. And growing up in San Antonio, about these folks, and they're important. And Josh and Max Baca are incredible musicians and also just sweet people. And Augie is incredible musician and hilarious, and he's, he's been around for a while and he has great stories to tell. And so hearing his tales with, the most famous people and idols, it's fun.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds so fun. Having you on and talking about Flaco Jimenez and people like that, I'm hoping that people that listen to this who maybe haven't explored some of that music get a chance to do that.
Yeah. And I think he opened his sound up to a lot of people by playing with a bunch of different big artists in different genres over the years. So, Linda Rodstadt, or what's his name? Blanking. Dwight Yoakam,
sure. Yeah.
Folks probably discovered, or if they haven't yet, they've heard Flaco on their songs, and Rolling Stones as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
We had Animeros on recently, and they covered a song by Esteban, Steve Jordan.
Oh yeah.
And again, I get that same. I'm like, I love this. I hope people go and dig a little bit deeper. Like keep it alive and keep it in the ether, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I encourage people to just look into Tejano music and Tex-Mex, and then look at the history of it, and then why modern, even Mexican music sounds the way it is. It's because of all of the immigration from, Germany and the other Czechoslovakia and stuff, bringing their polkas and their accordions, and then the Mexicans and the Tejanos were taking those songs and making them their own, and I love that history of it. It's cool. It's like one of the earliest, in the last 150 years, like hybrid mashup genres, which is really cool. And it's a living history. That's what I like about it.
I do too. It's what I love about Texas. It's what I love about this country, is that everybody's from somewhere else,
exactly.
Bringing all of their good stuff here. I mean, I have to talk about the song swap thing that you do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Devil's Backbone.
Yeah, Devil's Backbone Tavern.
Yeah, Devil's Backbone Tavern. It's called the Get Along. Is that what you call it?
Yeah. So my band, my musical project, I call Nick Garza's Get Along. I call this Nick Garza's Songwriter Get Along.
Oh, very cool.
It's a great time. The Devil's Backbone Tavern is an awesome historic spot out in Fisher, Texas, which is about 50 minutes south of Austin in the hill country. It's beautiful out there, and the location itself is just full of character. And we do it in the old bar room because there's the vibe there. There's an intimacy in that room, and we pack it in. It's not exactly a swap. I mean, sure. But it's micro sets from all these awesome people. I pull them up one at a time. We're not sitting on, one stage waiting our turn. It's like, no, you come up, sing your songs, go hang out in between and listen in. So it's a lot of fun.
I love this. I'm so glad to get to talk to you. I'm learning so much.
And it's a donation-based event, so that's another.
Oh,
thing.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's fantastic,
pass
man.
The buck around, and artists, do what they do. They can't do it for free, and they deserve to get paid, and so I always make sure that happens.
That's great. I mean, artists can use all the help they can get. Yeah. And Devil's Backbone, that tavern, I went to school in San Marcos, so I've been there a couple of times.
Sure.
It's been a while. I need to make it out to the Get Along. What did you call it?
Nick Garza's Songwriter
Get Along. There you go. I've always wanted to go. I've had friends that have played it, and it's very cool. How did it get started? Like, where was the origin story for that?
It was just kind of a serendipitous thing. They hit me up a couple years ago and said, "Hey Nick, do you want to bring in a little PA on a Sunday and play for a couple hours?" It's like, well, sure, but I'm going to bring some friends.
Sure.
And so I contacted a few songwriters that I knew, and then, oh, this is cool. This is a great thing that we were doing. And in my mind, I wanted to recreate that scene in Heartworn Highways, that famous documentary where they're sitting around the kitchen table.
The towns,
the towns and all those folks. As musicians, as older folks, you don't have the time to hang out at 3 a.m. in somebody's house all the time. You don't get that opportunity to hang out with other fellow musicians because you're busy doing your own music, or you're traveling, or whatever else,
or family,
everything. And so I was like, how could we make it feel? It is there's microphones, there's PA system, there is it's like there's attention towards the artist, there's lighting in the bar room, but it's very much intimate. And I wanted it to be more of like, hey, this is a hang, this is a community thing, community of musicians, a community of just fans. We've done 7 of them so far, and everyone has been special. And, you know, it really makes me happy every time different musicians pull me aside and it's like, hey, thanks for doing this. This is incredible. What this is truly special. And to hear that feels like, okay, we're doing the right thing. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Who are some of your favorite people you had out there?
Oh man, everyone.
Yeah.
I had Shiny Ribs, Garrett T. Caps, Walker Lukens, Jesse Woods, Scott Ballou.
Wow. I love, man, Scott's great.
Scott's great.
Yeah.
You know, Paige Plaisance. I don't know. There's probably 40 or 50 people at this point.
Yeah.
And
I mean, all those people are great, to be fair.
Yeah. Kelly McQuee, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So Dylan Earl, man, Jonathan Terrell.
Oh, JT.
Yeah, Corey.
JT's so awesome. Corey's awesome.
Many. I would encourage any listener to go to my Instagram, Nick Garza's Get Along, and look at past performances and lineups. I always take group photos and
yes, please.
Yeah.
If you're listening, definitely go check that out. You know, as a musician, songwriting is like the name of the game for me. And when I think of you, it's definitely the name of the game. What would you say is the most important part of the process for you? As far as songwriting goes. Like, does it start somewhere, like lyrics or like a grouping of chords, melody, like just an idea? Like, how does it work for you?
I guess it depends. Oftentimes I pick up the guitar and I just start singing, and then I'll ad-lib something. And if a melody kicks in, and sometimes the words just land and are speaking to what I like, hey, these actually are pretty decent. This is a decent idea for a song. I'll keep developing it. Other times I'm writing my notebook pretty frequently, addressing my own personal needs and issues and fears and everything else. Lately, in the last year and a half, I would say that has been what songwriting has been. It's a cathartic like answer to my fears as a human, as a mortal person, you know, and dealing with just life and getting older and interacting with folks and treating people well. And to answer your question, it could come in a melody when I'm randomly walking down the street, or it could just come from a lyric that I write down, and then I need to get on the guitar and start messing with it.
I love that. Yeah. It's a question I ask everybody that rolls through, and I love asking it because it's always slightly different.
Some people are really quick, and you know, that happens very infrequently for me.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm not like super prolific, but I definitely listen when it's calling, and it's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna run with this as long as I can run with it.
When you hit that quote unquote flow state, that's that elusive place where the goods are, and that happens less these days, maybe. But I'm chasing that.
Yeah, I hear you. So, lastly, as you make your way around in support of Nick Garza's Get Along 7-inch. Here we go. It's the EP. Please buy it, everybody. Give us some records you've been listening to, like other folks and stuff that's like you'll be checking out or that you're excited about listening to lately.
Yeah, I always listen to Willie. He's just kind of a constant. So anything he puts out or has put out is always in my mix. New records, I know Garrett T. Caps, Nicky Diamonds as well. A bunch of friends that are putting out music left and right. You're asking about like current stuff.
It doesn't even have to be current, you know, just stuff that's blowing you away. You know,
what's blowing me away. I think last year the IRS tapes by Willie was probably the record that I was really vibing the most with on my walks. I'd go on daily walks. Yeah, there's something really intimate and awesome about that record. But I don't know. I go from listening to, big band swing, Glenn Miller and Andrew Sisters and the Mills Brothers. I love them, the great vocal harmony group from the 30s and then till the 80s, I guess. And sometimes like early hip hop. I just love it. I don't know. But I am one of those people that tends to stick to, if I'm vibing with one song, I'll listen to it on repeat.
Yeah, I totally get that. There's stuff that I'll find and I'll be like, oh my God. Yeah. I went to see a band, last week at Mohawk and they blew me away. And I'm like, oh yeah, this one song just forever and ever and ever and ever.
Oh, local musician, amazing singer, songwriter, buddy, Jacob Alan Jaeger.
Oh,
Jaeger, sorry.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's great.
Again,
he just put out a new record.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Flotacer.
This is like the Cory Reinisch heavy mentioned episode, but like Cory introduced me to Jacob, his music, and man, he's great. Speaking of great songwriters, I'm with Nick Garza right here. His latest EP is called Silver to Hold. It's out everywhere you stream your music. You can pick up your copy here at Waterloo Records. Of course you can. Please come and get it if you're watching. There it is. Nick Garza. You can follow him at Nick Garza's Get Along on Instagram. If you want to keep up with all things Nick Garza, you can head to the one-stop shop that is nickgarzasgetalong.com.
And just want to make a quick shout out to Space Flight Records for
Oh yeah, we love Spaceflight.
making this.
Fantastic.
this vinyl
Forgive me
happen,
for
yeah.
not mentioning that. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have to forgive you.
Please forgive me, Brett. Nick Garza, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
And thank you all out there for listening. You can follow us on Instagram at Waterloo Records, at Waterloo.sound for our Dolby Atmos studio, at Waterloo_Wheels to follow the ongoing adventures of our rugged Waterloo van, and Unofficial Dogs of Waterloo to see all of our canine pals that come and shop with us. I'd like to thank Cory Reinisch. There he is again, our marketing manager. Allie Lingren, our in-house engineer. Mads Lupold over here in the corner for helping put these together. And of course, the hardest working record store staff on the planet, without which none of this is possible. I'm Gus Ochoa. See y'all next time. And until then, support the artists you love, support your local record store. And if you're in Austin, stop in and say, hey, we'd love to see you. Adios, y'all.